Ruth Armstrong here from Croaky at the Centre for Primary Healthcare Research Equity Health Forum this morning. And I'm talking with Amy Prince, who's from the Southwest Sydney Primary Health Network. Great. Who's just been involved on the panel in the forum. Before we start, Amy, do you think you could tell me a little bit about your work at the Southwest Sydney Primary Health Network?
Sure. So Southwest Sydney Primary Health Network has three core pillars that we address to improve healthcare. So we do commissioning of health services, so that involves getting an understanding from service providers in the community about what services are required and commissioning a service based on community need. We do integration, so we work closely with our local health district partners to improve a patient's care journey when they're moving from the primary sector to the acute and back out again. And we work in capacity building, so that's improving the safety and quality of general practice care. And really, I guess the forum today talked a lot about opportunities to address, kind of patient-centered care, and most primary health networks are doing medical neighbourhood type models or medical home models, and we're really interested to see how patient-centered models of care can be implemented with health literacy in mind. So I think one of the key things that we can do to address that is to really think about the goals of an individual patient, and we see this through our commissioning services as well, in how we kind of identify what the needs are that matter to the consumer and design services and deliver healthcare in a way that translates to them. And that's really, I guess, the end goal of health literate practice is about community or patient empowerment.
It sounds common sense, doesn't it? But it's actually quite revolutionary to look at it from the other point of view of what the patient's goals might be, rather
absolutely.
than what our goals might be.
Yes, definitely. So I've had the good fortune to speak with lots of consumers around the design of mental health services. And I've never heard a consumer say, what I really want from this service is for them to improve my K10 score. They're saying things like, I want to go to a service that makes me feel comfortable. I want to go to a service that will help me get employment, help me get out of bed in the morning, and help me engage with my friends better. So I think that shift in mindset is really powerful to get improved health outcomes and translate people's care into a way that's meaningful for them.
Yeah. Okay, you had a bit to say on the panel about what you think the GP's role is in improving health literacy, which I thought was really interesting. Can you just reiterate that for me?
Sure. So I think GPs have a really difficult job to do. So we've got a wonderful group of general practitioners out in Southwest Sydney. They're really committed and dealing with really difficult populations, vulnerable groups who have extremely high expectations of their care provider. I think when a patient understands what they've been told by their GP, it looks very similar to a patient who hasn't understood, and that's really difficult for a GP to kind of interpret and understand. They kind of don't understand that until the patient presents with non-compliance, so fails to come back for a care plan review or doesn't take their medication properly, and it gets incorrectly conflated with motivation, which is one of our speakers mentioned that today. I think there's a real opportunity for GPs to support clients to understand what the purpose of those reviews are and those treatment plans are, and the patient goal is one of the means and ways that we can do that. But it's not just the GP's role. I think the GP is one part of a puzzle, an extremely powerful part of the puzzle, but needs to be supported by the broader care team and the broader health system to really support the patient to improve their health literacy.
That's great. And finally, can you tell me what you're taking away from the forum?
I think just back to that final point is that the puzzle is extremely complex, but I think all parts of the system can make some small changes to just move the needle a little bit further and a little bit further every time. I think there's lots of opportunity for us all to work together to enhance our community's health literacy.
Great. Thanks, Amy.
Thanks.